Hey friends, what's happening in Dallas-Fort Worth real estate market as we wrap up June 21? Been an unbelievable month. We're going to touch on that in a second. And also, should you sell your rental, maintain it as a long-term rental, or convert it to a short-term or midterm rental? We're going to dig into that here in just a second. First, I'm David Russell with the Russell team. Thank you for watching this brief video in our video series about buying, selling, and owning real estate. The market is undeniably still a seller's market, still super hot. I am beginning to see some fractures in this market, though. Beginning to see price reductions, quite a few of them in the past week, which tells me that sellers are just becoming too greedy. They're overpricing their home. When you look at the data, pricing a home is data driven with a little bit of luck and a little bit of, crystal ball. If your neighborhood is selling, and homes similar to yours are selling for $450, it's not wise, in my opinion, to list it at $500 or $550. To create the most energy with your listing, to generate the most offers, you should price your home based on what recent homes are selling for, not what you as a homeowner think your home should get or sell for just because it's your home. Understand it's your castle and it's worth a lot to you. But when you make the mistake of pricing it significantly above what the market is selling for in your neighborhood, you ultimately, generally, on average, always outliers out there, but on average, you sell for less than what you could have sold for because you have to step down in pricing until it hits, and then you're less likely to get multiple offers. So the moral of that story is, price it based on the market in your neighborhood for your product. Don't overprice. It just doesn't generally work. Yes, there's outliers. Generally, it does not pay. You generally get more money when you price your home competitively, and then it goes for more. Check it out down below. In April, we had a slight downtick in sales. Very slight. That's statewide. That doesn't address Dallas-Fort Worth. It is very, very geolocal and is very product driven. Depending on your product and your location, you might not get 25 offers and something above list price because your product and your location isn't that hot anymore. I'm seeing a little cooling of the market. So call me if you have questions on that. Now, the next topic is, you have rental properties, or you have 1 or 10 or however many. Should you maintain it as an annual rental? Should you liquidate, pull out the cash and go do something else, 1031 exchange, or just pull the cash out and enjoy it? Should you convert it to a short-term or midterm rental? All very interesting questions. They all have great potential. A midterm or short-term rental can produce 4 times the annual income that a long-term rental produces. An example would be, you have a $200,000-$300,000 house that you have as a rental, and let's hypothetically say you generate $4,000 or $5,000 in annual net cash to you. That's after principal, interest, taxes, insurance, not counting unforeseen expenses like a roof repair or something like that. So your estimated revenue, cash flow, is $4,000 or $5,000. Let's just say it's $5,000 for the year. If you convert that to a short-term rental or a midterm rental by the month or an Airbnb, your revenue should go up 2 to 4 times, which means you should generate $10,000 to $20,000 cash in your pocket, net cash, after expenses, with a short-term or a midterm rental. $5,000 long-term, $10,000 to $20,000 with short-term or midterm rentals. If you own a rental property and you're not sure what to do with it, should you rent it long-term? Should you do short-term? Should you do midterm? Or should you sell? call me. Let's sit down and talk about that. Let's look at the analysis on each one of those scenarios, see what it may take to generate up to 20, 30,000 a year for you, or should you cash out and pocket a couple $100,000? Call, text, or email me. Let's look at your specific situation. My name is David Russell. I look forward to talking with you soon.